Hello, gorgeous, beautiful star, Sparrow Star channel here with a new and exciting episode. And my, oh my, what an exciting episode it can be because, well, let me just show you. Let me just show you. Ta-da! Well, you can't see anything. Wait. You still can't see anything! How am I supposed to present this episode today? 1 second. God. Ta-da! Still you can't see anything. Ta-da! Can you see? Well, guys, Morphe in collaboration with someone who's called Ariel, they have launched the most popular brushes in the brand that are always sold out and that are here ready to be tested. So what is going to happen today is we are going to put these brushes to the test. We are going to play with makeup and see what's the big hype, what's the big deal about these brushes. So if this is something that interests you, please tune in to the party when we celebrate everyone's diversity that makes us all beautiful. So yes, let's start with today's episode. Let's go. Alright you guys, so yes, here we are with today's episode. I think it's a very exciting episode. For a very long time I wanted to have these brushes and I could never have them because they were always sold out. They were hardly ever available, and finally when they became available I just grabbed them and here they are. So before we're gonna go anywhere else, here is a quick video clip that is going to present you these wonderful and gorgeous brushes from the close-up. Okay guys, so here you have the whole set. As you can see, the packaging is absolutely beautiful, incredible. Then you can see a little bit of a logo in here. I'm absolutely mesmerized by the packaging and how it has been executed. And then you open the package and then ta-da! You have a beautiful, wonderful message for you. What a lovely gesture. And then you go to the brushes. Here it is, a whole set. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 brushes for face. One of them is synthetic, the other ones are made of a natural bristles. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 brushes for the eyes, all of them they're natural. And then you have 1 brush, 2-ended, that can be used for concealer and color correcting, and this one is made of synthetic. And then you have a sponge that is neither super soft, neither super hard. It's kind of like the medium softness. So let's have a look and talk in details about every single brush. Here we go. Here we start with the first brush, A21 setting and bronzing brush that can be used to set your makeup or bronze your makeup. It is natural. The second brush is A24 foundation brush that is used to apply your foundation. It's synthetic. Third brush is A58 cream contour brush that can be used for cream contouring. It's natural. Another brush is A3.2 powder contour brush that can be used for powder contouring, and it is natural. The next brush is A22 blush brush that is used, and it's actually a very unique shape, and it's used for blush, and it is natural. And the next one is A14 precision setting brush, which is used for precision setting makeup. Basically, as you can see, it is not very big, so maybe in your under eye area or around your nose, whenever you need precise setting. So there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brushes for the face, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 brushes for the eyes. The first one is A20 Crease Blending Brush, Natural. The second one is A11 Fluffy Blending Brush to blend your eyeshadows, Natural. Then you have A29 Pucker Brush, basically to apply a lot of eyeshadows before blending it. It is natural. And the last one is A18 Smudging Brush. That can be used to smudge your eyeliner, for example. It is natural. And the last brush is used as a dual-ended concealer brush, and it is synthetic. That is used to apply your color correction or your concealer. And then the last thing that needs to be featured is the sponge. It is not super soft, but not super hard. Like the softness I would describe as a medium softness. So there you have it, the whole set from the close-up. It is actually very nice and beautiful, locked in a super pretty packaging. Guys, I absolutely love it. Alright, so here we are back, and guys, oh my gosh, don't you think that they look really very attractive? As for Morphe, you know, I was quite surprised, and I think that Morphe, in my personal opinion, hasn't launched anything exciting when it comes to brushes in a very long time. So here it is, you know, the box, and it looks like, oh my gosh, as if I would have a PR package. You know, I never have a PR package, just by the way, which is absolutely fine. I'm a normal consumer, you know, I go to the shop and I buy things just like all of you guys. So, you know, when I see quality, I absolutely enjoy it. So, this is how the box looks like, and I'm absolutely impressed how wonderful it looks like and how attractive. And then there is a little bit of a tab. You open the tab and ta-da, you have wonderful brushes. 2 of them, they are synthetic, while the other ones are natural. Just look at that beauty from the close-up. It is absolutely incredible. It is absolutely insane. So we are going to put these brushes to the test and find out why there are such a hype over there, why they are always sold out. So the first thing what we are going to do, we are going to do the eye makeup, and after the eye makeup we are going to follow to the face makeup. Okay, and so here we are back, and now it's time to play with makeup. As you can see, one of the eyes is already finished, so it is time now to use these brushes. Here they are, 4 brushes that we are going to use, and to apply the eyeshadows we're going to use a very famous Natasha Denona pastel palette. It's such a cool and fun palette, you know, to apply colors and just play with makeup. I absolutely love it. So here we go. Alright, you guys, so here we go with the eye makeup, and we're going to start with a brush that is A20, and it's a crease blending brush. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the palette from Natasha Denona and take this super beautiful blue color called Airy, and we are going to put this shade all over my crease. Alright, now when we have this, we are going to take slightly darker color from here called Bubble, and we are going to put this shade, the Bubble shade, in the outside corner of my eye using the same brush A20. Great. Very nice brush, very nice brush. It adds the correct amount of eyeshadow and it looks really pretty. I absolutely like it. Okay, now we're going to take a second brush, which is A29, and it's called a pucker brush. And we are going to use a beautiful shade from the palette called Adriatic right over here, and we are going to put it in the center of my eyelid. Beautiful. Very nice, good. And now in the inner part of my eye, I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to use the shade Brisk. Okay guys, our work is almost done on the eyes, but as you can see it looks still a little bit uneven. So to make it more cohesive, we're going to take this shade from the palette called Brisk, and we're going to take another brush, A11, that is a fluffy blending brush. We're going to take this shade and put it above my crease and blend everything all together. This brush is definitely very large for my personal taste, and it makes it difficult to blend it precisely. It is very nice and soft, but for my personal taste, it is large. It is definitely large when it comes to blending. Alright, so it's time almost for the final touches, but before that we're going to take the brush number 18. It's a little smudger brush, and we're going to put some eyeshadows here in the lower lash line. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the shade called Airy, and with the shade Airy we're going to put it all over my lower lash line. Very pretty. And now we're going to take the shade Bubble right over here, and with the shade Bubble we're going to put it in the outside corner of my eye. Pretty. And then for the final touch, in the inner corner I'm going to take this shade Illusion and put it in the inside corner of my eye. Alright, so there you have it, the final look while using the 4 brushes. And I must say, maybe they're not perfect, but they definitely do their job. As you can see, the eye look, it looks very nice, very cute, very Ariel style, should I say. All of them, they just do their job, you know. This one was the crease brush, very nice for the crease. The next one, the pucker brush, very nice, packed things in the middle of my crease. Then this one, the blending brush, for my personal taste, a little bit big, but it did its job. And then a smudger brush, perfect, absolutely perfect, to put my something like a little line in my under eyes. I absolutely love it. So now it's time for the final touches, and I'll be back with a final look, and we're gonna continue playing with brushes with a face. Alright you guys, so now when the eye look it is done, it is time now to apply the products on my face and test the brushes for the face. But before we're gonna do this, we're going to apply something that works a little bit like a primer, and it's something that I just tested recently, and it's e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster for Radiant Skin. I recently made a comparison with Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I still stay by it that Charlotte Tilbury consistency is thinner, so that the product of Charlotte Tilbury, it is definitely better to mix with the foundation because it doesn't change the formulation of the foundation, and Charlotte Tilbury has a better glow, so it works perfectly for as some sort of a very subtle highlight, while e.l.f. has much more pigment, and it has lesser glow, but then it is some sort of a hybrid makeup when makeup meets a little bit of a skincare. There's a squalane in here, there is a glycerin in here, so it's moisturizing at the same time while giving you a very pretty subtle glow. Okay, it is not as glowy as usually Charlotte Tilbury, but so because of that it actually works very good as a primer and as a product to layer with foundations. So yeah, guys, this is how e.l.f. looks like. As you can see, it gives me a pretty nice glow, but it's not super oily glowy. My skin is quite smooth. It is moisturized because there is a glycerin over there and squalane. And yeah, my skin is actually ready to apply makeup. But before we're gonna do it, first we are going to apply some eye correction and some concealer. Alright, so the first brush that we are going to test is going to be this double-sided brush, and it's A19, and it is going to be applied with the product from Charlotte Tilbury, which is Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish in the shade 1 Fair. So, this is how the product looks like. We're going to take a little bit of the product here, and we will try to apply it under my eyes and see the results. Alright, okay, oh wow, okay. Wow, very nice. Look, this is a very precise application. I like it. I like it a lot. Wow, I like it a lot. Very nice, very good. You don't need a lot of the product, and it spreads very nicely. Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh, the corrected eye, the uncorrected eye. Very nice, very interesting brush. I like it. So far so good, guys. So far so good. We're going to apply some more. To the other eye. Very nice. I like it. It is a very pleasant work with such kind of a brush, you know. You can shear out the product, while the other can be perfect for shaping your eyebrows. We're not gonna play with that today, but yeah, it is definitely possible. Wow, okay, cool. It is very nice, definitely very interesting brush. Good. So this is corrected, and right now it is time to put some concealer under my eyes and test the sponge from the whole set. So the concealer that we are going to use is going to be from Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear, and it is very interesting because in USA it is 110 Ivoire, and then in Europe it's 101, which is beige porcelain. So this is what we're going to test it now. We're not gonna put a lot of it because look, most of the work is already done by Charlotte, of course. So we're just going to put just a little bit for the sake of this video and test the sponge. The sponge is wet now, so it is very nice and soft, but not super soft. So yeah, let's just go with the flow and see what will happen. I guess, well, the problem for me personally would be that I need a little bit more precise tip, but it does a job, you know, it blends the products really very nicely, as you can see. Good. Great. I think it's very nice. I think it's really very nice. The sponge did the job, and the brush did its job as well. And this is the result. Good. So now it is time to go to the full complexion, and it's time now to apply the foundation. And this is something very funny that I am going to do. Well, because basically the beautiful skin, it works for me. I like it, but I don't love it. That's the difference. I like it a lot. As you can see, the tube is thinning. It's getting thin. So I definitely use it, but it's just I don't love it. I would love to love my product. I just like it. And then there is another product that did not quite work for me as much as I expected it. It was Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. So what has happened? This is a very thick consistency, and this is a very thin consistency. So we are going to mix it together to get a perfect consistency and a perfect foundation. This is what we're gonna do today, and this is how are we going to play with the makeup. So I'm going to take Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade 3. Squeeze it out on my palette. And then I'm going to take Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. And gosh, I really need to shake it. It is so liquidy, it is so thin. And then put it here on my palette. See? It's escaping. It's escaping. It's escaping from here. When I put it on my face, it's disappearing, escaping as well. It is a very escaping foundation, basically. So now, the two consistencies, a thin and a thick consistency, we're going to mix it together for a perfect consistency for the foundation, something that I like. And I think it will work. I think actually the effect will be the desired wow effect. Good. So now I think that the primer, that the e.l.f. primer, the glow primer is set. It needs some time to set actually. My pores are smooth, but I have a beautiful glow. And now it is time to apply the foundation to my face. Cool. And what I am going to do to blend it, I'm going to use the brush from the set. It's A24. It's the foundation brush. So yeah, let's go. It is very nice. The bristles are very nice and very soft. I really, really like it. I really enjoy it. They are not super thick, as you can see, but they're blending products very nicely. Wow. See the effect? So basically what has happened, I was having a super expensive foundation from Tom Ford, and I was having a foundation from Charlotte Tilbury, and I was like, I need to make it work. I need to make it work. What to do to make that work? So basically, when you will mix super thin consistency with super thick consistency, this is how you're gonna make it work. And it works. It actually works. And now I'm going to take the sponge and blend everything seamlessly all together and press it to my skin, because before, when I have it, the Tom Ford was basically escaping from my face. I was like, stay on my face. No, it didn't want to stay. It looks like the serum foundation. All my skin took the serum and left a little bit of a pigment. Oh my gosh. So it was a little bit of a letdown, especially because of this luxurious product, and because I did not understand what was going on, because everyone loved Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, and it didn't work for me. But now, guys, when you have these two foundations, Charlotte Tilbury and Tom Ford, and it doesn't work for you the way it should, try to mix them all together to have this. Ah! Oh my god, this is like the pure perfection, guys. I kid you not. This is This is everything. So the foundation, it is on my face now, and it's time to test another brush from the set, which is A58. This is a brush for cream contouring. So we're just going to contour just a little bit to add a little bit of a shape and dimension to my face, because as you can see, it is cancelled out. There is a beautiful shade, as you can see, perfectly matchy with my skin. But yeah, it's time to add a little bit of a dimension, you know. So what we are going to do, we are going to use a classic from Charlotte Tilbury. And that classic from Charlotte Tilbury for contouring is Hollywood Contour Wand in the shade Fair Medium. There's going to be probably some magic happening in here that I'm going to show you. Basically, not much, like 1, 2 dots in here, 1 dot in here. We're going with a little bit of a dot. The emplacement of the dots is crucial, because this is what is going to give you a dimension to your look. You know, you can't just like, ugh. I mean, you can do whatever you want. This is the magic of makeup, that you can have fun however you like and however it suits you. This is how I am actually doing. So this is what I should say before. This is how I apply makeup. And this is the brush. It is a very interesting brush, as you can see. It looks a little bit like a flat tongue. Usually for cream blushes I use different type of tools, but since the site is saying that this should be used to apply the cream contour, we're going to use it. We're going to test it out. So here we go. This is the face before, and then soon after you're gonna see this face after. So as you can see, the Charlotte Tilbury cream contour, it's definitely very intimidating when it comes to its shade in the beginning. You're kind of saying, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with this? It's not going to be good for me. Well, it is. You just need to give it a try, you know. The brush is very nice for blending such products. It just does job on its own. Really very interesting brush. It's very nice, very soft, doesn't lift the makeup that it's underneath. It blends products really very nicely. I'm kind of like, I'm holding a mirror here, and this is how I do makeup. Like, I don't know what I should do with my hands. Wow, okay. Look how beautiful it blends. Look what kind of beautiful color it gives. And actually this shape is actually very nice, because look what you can do. You can see, you can do something like that to your face. And this brush is going to you know, blend exactly in the places which you are looking for. Oh wow. This looks better and better with every second when I'm looking at it. Like, oh, this is almost like I did not prepare myself for this video for the super glam makeup, but it's looking like I think it's gonna be a super glam makeup just by accident, just because of the testing of these brushes. But everything is blended. As you can see, there is a little bit of a shape that has happened, and the dimension, see it here to our face, and it's looking so far so good. This brush is good as well. So yes, now what are we going to do? We're going to use another step and another brush. And what are we going to do? We're going to use the brush that is A3.2, and it's suggested to use it as a powder contour. So what would be the best for powder contouring? It is my absolutely personal favorite from Charlotte Tilbury. Film Star Bronze and Glow Face, Scalp and Highlight. A perfect product, you know, in a shade light. You have these two products, which is a bronzer and a highlight, and what I usually am going to do, especially when I put this here on my cheeks, I blend two of these products all together. Cool. And now we'll try to apply it to our face, to my face. Do you see what is happening? There is a little bit more dimension that is happening here on my face without being blotchy, splotchy, patchy, atchy. I don't know what kind of other word. I would usually use a different brush for such kind of a job, but this one does its job very nicely. Can't complain, guys. I don't want to definitely, you know, over bronze myself. This is just, you know, this is just fun with makeup. Usually I put much lighter makeup on my face for the everyday. But since we are having fun today, then I decided, yeah, why not? This is a very nice brush, very fluffy, very kind of a precise. It does its job. It does its job, guys. Everything blends very nicely. This brush does not lift anything on my face. Very pretty. Very pretty. Cool. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so another thing that we're going to do, we are going to set. We are going to set some of the makeup, and first what are we going to do? We're going to use the A14, which is a precise setting brush. Such brush would be perfect for the under eye area or maybe here around the nose, and this is what are we going to test. First, I'm gonna check if there's some creasing because, you know, there is always creasing of such products. And now when it's fixed, I am going to take another, my favorite from Charlotte Tilbury, which is Airbrush Flawless Finish in the shade 1. And as you can see, we like each other. We like each other a lot. Like, we like each other a lot. So I'm going to take this little precise brush, and what I like to do with such products, I like to swirl. See? Instead of like, no, I'm not dubbing actually. This empty pan comes from swirling. I like to swirl. Good. So this is how it looks like. Let's see, do we have powder? We do. We do have powder. And now it's time to precise set with this brush. Very nice. Okay, I like it. Okay, I like it. So basically what happens, this is what's supposed to happen. It is a very precise setting brush. It gets exactly in the places where you want it to get to set. Without overpacking the powder, you know? Very nice. And you can be very precise to set in your T-zone without over powdering yourself with such brush, you know. My nose area is always a very kind of a sensitive area. This is where my foundation disappears first because I'm a very sneezy type of a person. So I blow my nose very often. Nice. Guys, this is nice. Another brush that it's good. Okay, now what are we going to do? We are going to set our whole face. And for that we're going to use the brush A21, which is much, much bigger. And these brushes are my typical favorite type of brushes because of their specific shape. Let me just explain. I'm going to take Charlotte Tilbury once again, swirl it, pick up the product, and look what is going to happen now. This is how I apply powder. As you can see, it is the brush is precise, and it helps you to get to the places where you actually want it, but most importantly, where you need it, you know? Which means that you don't need to pack a punch with some kind of a mega poof brush. This is a very precise one, and it does a job very nicely, and it picks up the product perfectly. Not too much, you know, not too little. Very nice. These brushes are really very cool. Wow, wow, wow. What a lovely surprise. I love it. Good. So as you can see, I am powdered with a powder that's matte, and I'm still glowy. How is that possible? I think it's because of the brush that pick up perfect amount of the product necessary for such action. So if I would have to compare, it looks like they're the same, but it's like a brother and sister. This one is definitely smaller, and they're basically the same, but they're just a different size. As you can see, the shape is absolutely the same. It's very precise in here, and this one is precise when it comes to bigger application. Both of them, they're really very nice. Alright, now that we are set and bronzed, it is time now to bring some life to our face. And to do that, we're going to use another brush that is A22, a very interesting blush brush. As you can see, it is it looks like some sort of a broomstick, you know. I am not used to using such kind of a brushes. Usually I use different brushes. This is a very fluffy, and it's kind of like, but if you would be watching YouTube, you would probably see lots of influencers and makeup artists using this brush very often. So this is what are we going to do. We are going to put this brush to the test. And the blush, the powder blush that I'm going to apply, is going to be from Hourglass. An oldie but goodie one from the palettes that has been sold a long time ago. They usually launch such palettes once per year during the Christmas time, and I must tell you, if you have an opportunity to jump, or you would be interested what kind of great products Hourglass have, try to hunt for these products by the end of the year for Christmas. You should not regret this, you know. We like each other very much. As you can see, this one is already done. But what we're going to do, we're going to mix these two blushes with a little bit of a highlight for a super extra glow and blush. Okay, I understand. Okay, wow, okay. Basically what is happening is, because this brush is so subtle, it doesn't pack a punch when applying a blush. So you can absolutely adjust the amount of blush you are applying without over applying, if that makes sense, you know? Pretty, 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 pretty. Oh, wow. I am so glowy. Wow, I did not expect this makeup to be so good. But then again, when you mix this foundation, it's just like mind-blowing. I'm not even kidding. Wow, it looks pretty. It looks very nice. A little bit here on the bridge of my nose because it's summer. So I like to look like as if I would have burned my nose a little bit because of the sun. It gives me that kind of a natural look. Wow, wow, wow. It is pretty. What do you think? It looks really very nice. Good. Oh my gosh, you guys. So the final look is done using the set brush from Morphe and Ariel. Right now, let me prepare myself, and I'm coming back with the final look and my final thoughts. Alright, you guys. So there you have it. A finished makeup. And let me just get closer for you so that you can have your judgment. Is this good or what? It is nice, in my opinion. It is glowy. It is smooth and mattified in areas it has to be, and then it is glowy in the places where it should be glowy. On the other hand, the eyes, guys, the eyes, it's kind of like marine. It gives me an impression of a seacoast, of the ocean, of the color of the ocean, of the mermaids and mermans. So yeah, what do you think? I think the final effect is really very nice, and all has been done using these brushes from Morphe and Ariel. I mean, I'm personally, I like them a lot. I like how they have been executed. I like how they look like. I like how they feel in the hand. I like a new approach to certain brushes, like this one for the blush, very subtle, and then you can build it up. I like everything about it, and the smudger one is like under eyes, very precise. You can get the line really very precise, or you can apply, for example, a gel eyeliner and can smudge it very, very nice. All of them, they're really very cool. I might not use them the way the site proposed, but I will definitely find its purpose, and they will definitely be used very, very frequently. And what? This one, the double-sided, oh my gosh, how precise. And then if you want to cut your eyebrow in here or just do the cut crease, very nice. So, guys, I think you're expecting what's going to happen. Paris Star Channel gives a green light to this wonderful set from Morphe and Ariel. I think these brushes are definitely very interesting and worth exploring. Who knows, maybe you will find some of your favorites among the whole set. The price is very attractive for the whole set, and the whole set is very attractive. So yeah, Paris Star Channel gives a green light to this set. And there you have it, my final thoughts and my final opinion. Thank you so very much for watching, because guys, the episode has come to an end. It's time to go now, it's time to say goodbye, but at the same time, as always, I invite you to watch more of my episodes, and who knows what kind of episode it is going to be. A surprise, maybe? As for now, mwah, from Paris with love. Greetings. Bye bye now.